Richard Whiteley, Countdown. Nicholas Parsons, Just a Minute. Barry Cryer, The News Quiz and Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Jane Irving, BBC television presenter. Claire Rayner, After 9 TVAM. Jan Leeming, broadcaster and television presenter. David Hamilton, All Clued Up and Capital Gold. Anna Raven, journalist and broadcaster. Carol Vorderman, Countdown and Some Chance. Bob Holness, Blockbusters. Nigel Rees, Quote Unquote. Sally Jones, BBC Breakfast News. Rory McGrath, Trivial Pursuit. Matthew Paris, Breakfast News and The Times. And Nicholas Owen, Channel 4 News, are all here to play Celebrity 15 to 1, introduced by William G. Stewart.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to the first celebrity edition of 15 to 1. And it's taken us 395 programmes to get here. Being the producer of 15 to 1, the 15 people standing behind me are here at my personal invitation. Some of them are old friends, one from as far back as 1967. I'd better not tell you who that is. The last time Claire Rayner and I met, she was judging television's first Mr. United Kingdom contest. Swimming trunks and all. And I have to tell you that I was the producer of the programme, not a contestant. And I've been dying to get Nicholas Parsons and Bob Holness on the other end of a few tricky questions for a long, long time.
Charming.
All the 15 celebrities are giving their services free, which means that at the end of the day, an organisation that provides adventure playgrounds for handicapped children and a group that helps children from broken homes will benefit the tune of something like £5,000. Thank you, all of you. Since this edition was announced, I've had hundreds of inquiries about it, 90% asking, will it be on the level? The answer is yes. The only difference is that, as we have a longer programme, contestants will lose 1 life for each correct answer in the first round, which means they will all still be standing for round 2.
You want to bet?
It didn't seem to make sense to get all these nice people here and have half of them sitting down at the end of round 1. Let's see what these questions have in store. 2 questions each for you in the first round, and to my delight, the first one goes to Richard Whiteley.
Sir, pleasure to meet you after all this time.
Please, pleasure to meet you, Richard. Thanks for keeping the seat warm for 6 months of the year.
And you too.
Richard, in which American city did the St. Valentine's Day Massacre take place in 1929?
St. Louis.
Chicago. Barry could have told you.
Yeah. I was there.
Nicholas.
Yes.
The head of state sits on the chrysanthemum throne. The highest order is the supreme order of the chrysanthemum. Which country is that?
Oh, chrysanthemum. Oh, yeah, Japan.
Just the answer, Nick, not an essay, love.
I only said one word. Japan.
Barry Cryer.
Chicago.
No, Chicago won't do, Barry. Which African country is the only Commonwealth country that is a member of OPEC? I thought that'd silence you.
Zaire.
Nigeria. Oh. Jane, which hereditary peer is the Premier, Duke and Earl Marshal of England?
Marlborough?
Frosty's father-in-law. Norfolk. Claire.
Sorry, I just told her the answer to that one. Now give me one I won't know the answer to.
Mickey Mouse and Roger Moore in 1978. Donald Duck and Bridget Bardot in 1984. Bugs Bunny and Cliff Richard in 1990. What's the connection?
Hang on a minute. Roger Moore and Donald Duck.
Mickey Mouse and Roger Moore, Donald Duck and Bridget Bardot, Bugs Bunny and Cliff Richard.
Did they share birthdays?
Yes, come on, I need a number, dear.
Well, no, Mickey Mouse was 1928, so... was born in 1928, so...
And 28 from 78 is 50, so...
50, they had 50th birthdays, 50th birthdays. Oh, jeez! I knew I'd got it right, really.
Jan, folk songs. The song The Lass of Richmond Hill refers to a place in which county?
Don't know the first thing about folk songs. Yorkshire.
Yes. David, the musical Half a Sixpence was based on a novel by H.G. Wells. What was it called?
Kips.
Yes.
Kips.
Oh, would have been a bit of acting there.
Thank
Anna.
you, Carol.
Anna.
Oh,
asked
we're
for
working
this.
together.
The Bible, the Old Testament. The names, please, of the only 2 books of the Bible named after women.
Ruth and Esther.
Yes, and not Ranson either.
You said it, I didn't.
Carol,
Can I have Barry's question?
Carol, the Bible, the New Testament.
Can I have yours?
Whose head did Salome ask for as a reward for her dancing before Herod?
John the Baptist.
I tell you something, she's good at maths, she's a shocking actress. Bob, politics. Now a member of the House of Lords, who is the only man this century to have been Prime Minister, Home Secretary, Foreign Secretary and Chancellor of the Exchequer?
Harold Macmillan?
No, House of Lords.
Oh, House of Lords.
James Callaghan. And Nigel, the Schneider Trophy. The
Difficult,
first
Bob.
races for the trophy were held in 1913, the last in 1931. What sort of event was the Schneider Trophy?
Flying racing
For what sort of aeroplane?
with wings.
I need more. Wings and what else?
Flying boats, yeah, with water.
Seaplanes.
Seaplanes, yes, seaplanes. Thank you very much.
Sally, whose first three films as a director in 1944, 48 and 55 were all adaptations of Shakespeare plays in which he played the eponymous heroes?
Can you read that again?
Sir Lawrence, Olivier. And Rory, which religious group, founded by a former Church of Ireland clergyman, takes its name from the fact that one of its earliest congregations was established in Devon?
I'll sit down now, Bill. The Plymouth Brethren.
Yes, you face the music. Matthew, the United States, which Republican presidential candidate in 1964 used the mock chemical formula AuH2O in his campaign?
Barry Goldwater.
There's a clever lad, you see. Straight answers, no nonsense. And Nicholas, please, the name of the peasant uprising in China at the turn of the century which attempted to drive all foreigners from China.
The Boxer Rebellion.
Indeed. And, young Richard, your second question. In which sport were Erik Gundersen of Denmark in 1984, 85 and 88, Hans Nielsen of Denmark in 86, 87 and 89, and Per Jonsson of Sweden in 1990 world champions?
Well, it sounds as though it's skiing, but I think it's motorcycling, speedway.
Oh, an explanation. Nick, which name connects the prophetess daughter of King Priam of Troy and the pen name of William Connor, who for many years wrote a column for the Daily Mirror?
Cassandra.
You lucky boy.
Can
Barry.
you stand by for me, please?
Barry.
OPEC in Chicago.
Who uses a lead seal showing the heads of St. Peter and St. Paul?
Why am I on this programme, Bill?
Because you're so pretty.
The City of London.
The Pope. Peter and Paul. Stand up, you can't get out of
I
it
don't
as easy
listen
as
to other
that.
contestants.
Jane. On which small island in the Hebrides did St. Columba set up a monastery in 563 AD which formed the base for Christianity in Scotland?
Iona.
She pretended she just got that. And Claire, which television legal character's favourite haunt is Pomeroy's wine bar?
Ah, Mr. Rumpole. Wonderful Mr. Rumpole of the Bailey.
Jan, who was the last British king to succeed his mother to the throne?
His mother. Edward VII?
Now, David, I want the proper explanation of this and no help from anybody. Bank holidays. In England and Wales, there are 8 bank holidays in the year. New Year's Day is the first. The date for the last may be one of 3 dates. I want those 3 dates.
It may be one of 3 dates.
Yes, I'd like the 3 of them.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I think you better.
26th of December.
And no, I wanted 2 other dates. 27th, 28th.
26th, 27th and 28th of December.
Yeah, but you see, the buzzer went before Jane told you.
Oh, I didn't...
Anna, from the 18th century, to whom did Samuel Johnson say, "Sir, you have but 2 topics, yourself and me, and I am sick of both"?
Bosworth.
Actually, it was James Boswell, but I'll take it. Carol, what names are given to the lines of latitude 23 degrees 27 minutes north and 23 degrees 27 minutes south? Don't tell her, Anna.
Cancer and Capricorn.
What Cancer and Capricorn?
Tropics.
Yes. And Bob
The lines,
Holders, complete this quotation from Edmund Clerihew Bentley. The art of biography is different from geography. Geography is about maps. Biography is about chaps. Nigel, which surname is shared by a British 20th century philosopher and mathematician, a liberal prime minister of the 19th century, and a 19th century clergyman who developed a breed of terrier which bears his name?
Russell?
Indeed. Sally, the name, please, of the 18th, 19th century British engineer who designed St Catherine's Dock in London, designed and built the Menai Suspension Bridge in North Wales, and constructed the Caledonian Canal in Scotland.
Telford.
Yes. Rory. Rory. Red and dark blue triple, pink and light blue double. On which game are those references significant?
What a fascinating question, Bill.
The answer is Scrabble.
Scrabble.
Yes.
Scrabble.
No, I said it, not him. Take the life away
No,
from
don't!
him. Oh, take the life out.
It's a fix.
Take the light out.
Take the light
Matthew, the name, please, of the 18th century-born Austrian composer whose many symphonies include those known as The Surprise, The Miracle and The Clock.
Scrabble. Johann Scrabble, it was.
Haydn. Yes, Matthew, and Nicholas. The thriller writer P.D. James, the trade union leader Bill Jordan, Lord Barnett, a member of the cabinet in the last Labour government, as members of the Board of Governors, of which organisation do they meet on a regular basis?
I haven't the faintest idea. Magic Circle.
The unknown BBC. I hope never to go through such an experience again. Laura, the details, please.
And of our 15 contestants, 7 still have their 3 lives intact. And they are Nicholas Parsons, Claire Rayner, Jan Leeming, Anna Rayburn, Carol Vorderman, Nigel Rees and Matthew Paris.
And we'll be back after the break. See you then.